Yes, the loading screen conversation was on purpose. Let me try to see if I can't turn.
So you could see all of our industry secrets.
Yes. And plus,
there are many.
And plus, if there was something in there for the pre-show, then I can use that as a cold open.
There you go. There you go. I love that.
Sounds good now? Okay, dokie. All right.
All right.
So,
we're in it.
All right. And I got a couple of announcements to make beforehand. Okay. I need to grab this link. All right. So, hold on. Let me go back to this screen, and then we're going to go live in 3, 2. Hello, everybody. After, I think, 6 months of not doing an episode, I'm finally back. First things first, for those who commented on the video feed, the podcast version that was uploaded to Spotify, that cannot be helped. I'm sorry that there's not much I can do about that. It was just a trial basis, so from here on out, it will be just podcasts only. You can check out the VODs on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/H2O Happydude. You think Briesbe are? Yes, it is. Damn it.
No, that's okay. I can be Briesbe today.
No. Changing it. Changing it right now. BRIE. We had that conversation beforehand. Got every single tweet right, but
I know. You even triple checked like multiple times. I was like, yeah, you got it. BRIESBE. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you have Buttspot.
Yeah.
Why do you think Buttspot was banned? Was it at one point?
I don't think it was.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen Buttspot in forever. It's like seeing an old friend. Wow. Sorry, continue with your announcement.
It's all good. It was derailed by chat almost instantly, so I could just blame chat. First things, next thing on the agenda, going fast for the kids 2023. This is my very first time doing a marathon over more than one day. I have done multiple things with the PMS H2O Ally Clan, doing 24, setting up and scheduling 24-hour marathons with them. This is the first time I'm doing something solo. All benefits will go towards Extra Life and the Children's Miracle Networks. I will personally be coming out of the why brain no work. The Children's Miracle Networks here in Memphis. Everything about that is currently on Twitter. I'm going to throw the link to the tweet in chat for those interested. It is so damn brand new. I don't even have a command for my bot for it. There you go. On the agenda today is a lovely, beautiful being who did a impromptu interview with about 9 speedrunners at SGDQ. I say 9, but knowing that there's more than less, I'm, like we've stated earlier, my memory sucks.
I was going to agree with you. I did it, and I still was like, maybe there were 9. I can't remember. And I spent hours editing that video, so we're going to say 9. I like that.
Yeah, a metric ass load of people.
A metric ass load. Like, way too many, and like, I didn't have a good enough mic to be interviewing that much people in a lobby of a hotel. So, that's on me.
Briesbe, how's it going? Welcome to the show.
So well, thank you. It's very weird to be on this end of things because I interview other people, and I don't think I've ever been like interviewed or chatted with as a guest. So this is like fresh, new, fun.
Well, I met you at SGDQ, and I always bring people on that have that appear to have a good story to tell. If not, we'll just make one up in the process. So
I don't know if I have a good story to tell.
So what actually got you involved with SGDQ to the point, or GDQ as a whole, to the point where we are like meeting up at SGDQ 2023, and like how did it all start and snowball from there?
Yeah, I love telling the story because I love GDQ, as I know all of us do, otherwise we wouldn't be there. But I discovered GDQ. It was totally, like, on an accident, really. Like, we were surfing through Twitch, we got snowed in. It was, like, AGDQ 2018, I think it was. And we had gotten snowed in where we were. We were just flipping through Twitch. There was nothing else to do that day. And front page, there's GDQ. And we see somebody is running, I think it was Dark Souls 2, if I'm not mistaken. And
So
we turn it on.
that must have been very recently.
Yeah, well, it was, it had to have been 20. Oh, man, I'm gonna have to look it up in a second. I think it was Dark Souls 2. There was definitely it was some sort of Souls game, right? And I turn it on, and it is a woman who's playing this game. And not only is she playing this game, she is doing a blindfolded boss fight. And it's Savvy TV, who is like an incredible Souls player. And she's showcasing this boss fight blindfolded. And I was like, what have I walked into? And right after that was Jesus Here's Toast, I think is his name, doing a Bloodborne speedrun. And I was like really into Bloodborne at that point. And I was like, oh my God, what is this? Like, is this a group of crazy gamers that are just like doing this for fun? And so I looked more into it, and it became like a regular staple in our house to just like turn on GDQ every, January and June. And from there, I was like, you know what? I want to start volunteering for this org. Like, I love it so much. I want to be a part of this, like many of us have already done. I want to get more involved. So I auditioned to be a host, and that was my first time auditioning. I got in on my first time. I was very lucky. Um, and then I started hosting for like a couple events. I know. I know. People are like, "How did you do that?" I was like, I really don't know. I just like emulated every other host I had been listening to, and that was it. I don't know.
What host was your favorite that gave you the motivation to do that audition for it?
Ooh, I'm biased, so cartridge blowers. So I was friends with cartridge blowers before. I had met him through a mutual friend. So like every time I heard him on mic, I was like, "Oh, he's so good. Like I want to be like that." And then the other one I remember is Nicole Goodnight, of course. Like she's just the most ethereal voice, like so floaty and lovely. And between those two, I mean, every host that I ever listened to, I was like, wow, they are just like so present and so like hyped to be there. I'm hyped just listening to it. So yeah, I decided I wanted to host. Um, I would not do it anymore. I think I've done my time, and like I get too anxious now. Like it's so
Oh,
I don't know what it is, but like I get panicky before shifts. So I have since stopped hosting because it's bad for my health. But it was fun while I was doing it, and it was great. So now I like doing the back end stuff that I do, as a staff member, but that also was an accident. That just I stumbled into that.
you just went, well, hosted
Yes,
one
I
and
work
done.
here.
Yeah, it's like with me and Hotfix. I live in the Hotfix Discord now,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's
exactly. And you just like happen that's the thing about GDQ as a whole. Is like if you're around enough and you prove that like you're a good worker, whatever, when they need people like in a rush, like you will be one of the first people that they go to. They still do formal interviews for lots of stuff, but in this case, like we were coming up on SGDQ 2022, which was my first in-person event. I had only ever hosted and volunteered for online events, and they were like, "Hey, we heard you just like are around a lot and you're a good volunteer. Like, we need somebody temporary just for this event. We'll pay you to come out here. Please do." I did it. And then after that, they're like, "Actually, we think we'll just keep you." So I literally stumbled into it, and it like now I'm just there.
I'm done. I'm done.
I
You're
get
one
that
and done on
reaction a
hosting, and
lot.
you
I know, I
stumble
know.
into everything in the.
It's like so wasted on me too because like
Oh,
I
come
can't
on.
complete I can't well it's like I do good work and I like love what I do, but I feel almost an imposter syndrome because like I don't speed run, like technically, like I do, but I don't. My first speed run on the board, and I think my only speed run on the board right now is High School Musical 2 Senior Year Dance,
It
which is a
counts.
rhythm game.
It counts.
It does count, but it's not like I practice speed tech other than menuing like one time. So there is like some imposter syndrome there. I do like feel kind of bad.
What would it take for you to actually do another one?
Do another High School Musical 2 run?
No, just to grab another game and run it.
Oh, okay. I was like, probably a lot of alcohol. I don't want to do that again. That game's like an hour and a half long.
Shit.
No skipping it. No, I have other games that I play fast. Okay, not any that I would submit a time for. Right? Donkey Kong Country is used to be my baby. Right? I grew up on that game. Every single summer, I would play it. I would beat it. That's my thing. I also have a game that is kind of like it's an indie horror game. There's maybe one other person that plays it, and the only other person that has the record right now is Blood Thunder, and he has helped me with some of the resources for that game for glitches and stuff. But it's just a grind, and I just like suck at doing one thing repeatedly. Like I'm so ADHD and so like jack of all trades that I just want to like be everywhere all at once, and to get me to sit down and like do the same game over and over again, can't. So bad for brain. I wish I could. I want to.
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten there.
What's hilarious is that like during the interview, I like asked if you wanted the cliff notes or the full history of everything.
Yeah.
And like I'm looking at my profile on an SRC right now, and it's like Strider for the NES, TMNT Turtles in Time, Super Nintendo and arcade, WrestleMania 2000 for the N64, House of the Dead Overkill. I have all of these like these runs that I do. I've tied a world record for single exhibition in WrestleMania 2000. I have 2 world records in Killer Instinct. I have a 3rd place finish in Give Me Toilet Paper, and I just finished a couple of days ago for my birthday a run of Kirby fucking Adventure.
And like, how do you do that? Like, how do you just play the same thing over and over again and not get bored?
The thing is that I have dipped my toes in so many different communities to the point where it's like, okay, do a run here, get like 5 or 6 PBs, feel that one is like complete.
Yeah, okay.
Like if you go take a look at the Passion Project, the episode I did for Mega Man X on Passion Project, and the one I did for Legally Cute for Mario Party 5. I will never touch those runs again. And I say this in the nicest way possible. Like those games are runnable.
Yeah.
But it's also the people that I had around me. Like I had Vesper, Midnight Vesper, and a buddy of mine, Blue Heart, for the Mega Man X run. Nothing but fucking jokes. Almost 45 minutes of them being complete and utter assholes, just dropping jokes and stupid puns. Flash forward almost a month and a half later, doing Mario Party 5 for Cutie Roo and Legally Cute. I PB'd in that. Nothing but puns. And during both runs, the host was like, we need this to be a PB now. How the fuck can I do any better with jokes and my friends being utter assholes, cracking jokes and whatnot?
Yeah. In chat, I just saw No Frickin' Fun say that I was working on Mirror's Edge and Absolov. So Mirror's Edge, have you played Mirror's Edge #1?
I know that the game exists, and I have seen a speed run of. I have seen part of a speed run, but the game gets I get motion sickness watching Mirror's Edge. So
yeah, so that is a very technical speed run. It is a very satisfying game to run, but it's incredibly technical, and you have to practice so much. And a little like history on my hosting shift and like, how I got into certain communities. I like got involved with the Mirror's Edge community because my very first hosting shift was SGDQ 2021, and it was Mirror's Edge any percent inbounds, I believe, with Heck again, and he had a couple of commentators with him. It's my first hosting shift. It's Hecky's first GDQ run, and we're both opening the show. I'm shitting myself. He's shitting himself. Like, we're both so nervous. And you sit in the green room for like 30 minutes before the show actually starts. So there's so much time for you to just like sit there and be like, holy fuck, I'm so nervous. So we bonded over that experience. We both survived, myself and him and Medios, who's the other person who was commentating for him. And after that, we just became really, really good friends. And they were like, we're going to teach you Mirror's Edge. And I was like, yeah, bitch, like, how hard could it be? So
damn hard.
It's so difficult. And I really did put some effort into learning. Like, the most basic thing you can learn is like a kick glitch, where you like glitch off a wall and it gives you a boost, whatever. But I've never had the mind to be able to like actually continue and like do formal runs of that game, just because like I've just got that mental block where I'm like, nah, I'm bored now. Like, I've done this level like 8 times and I just don't want to do it. But it's mostly to interact with my friends. Like, anytime I'm like learning a speed run, the like want behind doing that is usually so I can fuck around with my friends, because like the communities are so good and I love everyone in them. So I haven't met a community that I don't like, you know, within the speedrunning community at least.
Yeah.
There's plenty of other gaming communities that I would rather not be associated with, but like I don't think I've found one in the speedrunning community that's not just like so welcoming and being like, yeah, we'll show you our game, let's get in here, like I'll show you a trick, let's do it. And that's literally the coolest thing.
Evil.
Yeah, I actually have no real relationship to that community. I only know a couple of people that like run in there, and I have seen the drama via like Twitter and stuff. That's all I know.
That's all I know too.
Yeah.
It's like
it's not a good look.
When you have two outsiders looking inside your community, it's like, oh, I want to be here, and then that happens.
Yeah,
like
it like goes against everything speedrunning stands for. To me, to be like gatekeepy and like not inclusive is so weird in this community, and I don't see it often, which is why I think when you see stuff like that happening on Twitter, you're like, oh, that is weird. Like, oh, I don't want to be a part of that community. That's strange. So yeah,
that's the reason why. Hold on. So I remember Odisis, I think it was Odisis that did a video on it.
He did a video on it? I don't think I knew that.
Adicysis. I put in Odisis, or how I thought to spell it, and it comes in dialysis procedure video.
He's Ecdysis, ECDYCIS.
ECDYCIS.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Ecdialysis. Okay, now I gotta know if this is.
Hold on.
What's up?
Not Final Fantasy drama.
How my 5-hour Resonance 4 speedrun broke the leaderboard.
Yes, that's the video.
I've never watched it, but I knew he put that out. That's really funny.
And then all of a sudden, they, like, within hours of that happening, and then all of a sudden he just walks it back.
Yeah, that was a whole thing. That was like kind of like I said, wild, and like you don't really see that too often in these communities where people will be like, no, if you're not fast enough, you can't be here. I feel like I would be way more intimidated by speed running in general, and I would feel like even more of an outsider if that was the like standard of like, oh, you're not fast enough to be here, you know. But I've met so many people at GDQs that don't speed run and like are just there for the vibes. Mr. Game and Shout, I don't think he speedruns anything. If he does, it's news to me, but like and to me he's like a GDQ staple. Like, I love Shout.
So the first interaction that I had with Game and Shout was that I was on the phone with someone who was the initial introduction for me to be, like, here's GDQ.
Yeah.
And I was on the phone with her, and I'm like, hang on a second. I want to say hi to Mr. Game and Watch.
He gets that all the time.
And he looks at me like I kicked a puppy. And I was like, I lied out of my ass and told him, I'm sorry, I was playing Smash before I came out here.
Oh my goodness, that's a really good cover up though. He gets that all the time though. Like it's totally not. It's not just you. We all forget because it's such a knee jerk reaction.
But I went with him, them, and Emma, or Emmy, yeah.
Emmy, yeah.
I went with them to go to Caribou Coffee for breakfast that morning. And the lady behind the counter reads Game and Shout's badge. It's like, oh, are you a speedrunner? No. Looks at Emmy's badge. Hey, are you a speedrunner? No, I'm just there for the vibes.
Yeah.
They see me, assume I don't run anything, did not ask.
They're like, all right, 2 out of 3. There's no way all 3 of you're just not speedrunners.
A tea tree, be right back, clipping and sending this over his way. God damn it.
You said it publicly. That's on you. Yeah. No, I know tons of people, not speedrunners, that are like totally into it. How did you? I feel like I asked you this, but now I'm like blanking. How did you get into speedrunning? Was it just like you wanted to be part of the community and like memes?
It was more of like I saw the strategy tutorial for Darkman 78, and it was like the last Strider run I did was 4 years ago, so this was pre-COVID.
Okay.
And I learned how, like, the only thing I had at the time was a NES Classic, so I cracked that, loaded Strider onto it, and just started running it. Then slowly after that, I started, doing more runs, being involved into speedrunning adjacent Twitch channels. And then all of a sudden I started immediately go to the GDQ main page. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, if you're looking to speedrun this game, join the Discord. Join Discord. I am now actually happy that I have 3 months of Discord. What the hell is it
Nitro?
called? Yeah, Discord Nitro.
Yeah.
Because I have joined so many different speedrunning communities and like game specific Discords to where it's like, like I said earlier, I got my feet in so many different things right now. It's like, if I don't feel like running a certain thing, I can still speedrun. It's just that I would rather do something new than what I've done 4 to 5 years ago, because I haven't, like my PB was set in Strider 4 years ago. It's a sub 5 minute run and it's only good for 138th place.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have a favorite right now that you like love to speedrun and you're like, I would go back to that?
My favorite one as of right now is Kirby's Adventure.
Is it really? I love that. What about it? Just because it's like new, or?
Please do not put your feet in people's things, not without. What?
No dipping feet. You should definitely be getting paid for feet too, always.
Only pants. But yeah, it's like with like my PB was set for like a 138.26, and that is not using any major glitches, so that's just the straight run. And then the world record, I think, if memory serves me correctly, is like a 45.
Oh wow.
But that,
so there's like a distance, but like who cares,
I'll be happy if I get a sub hour.
Yeah.
And then I could just stop playing it because I reached a goal and moving on to another game.
Is that your plan, to grind it out until you reach like sub 1 hour and then you'll be like, I'm happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because sub 1 hour actually puts me in top 40.
Oh shit. That's awesome. I've never really I kind of grew up as I'm going to say perfectionist, but I'm not sure if that's the right word. But I always want to be like number one, it's very hard for me to be like, it's cool if you're just like 28th on the leaderboard or 150th, So I feel like that's a mindset I have to break in order to like really enjoy this hobby. But I think I can get there.
Like I have a really bad habit of finding shallow leaderboards with like maybe 1 or 2 people on it. That's the reason why I did Killer Instinct, Like it's really simplified to where like for Glacius, jump in, punch, punch, punch. They get knocked down. You jump heavy punch and then just do it all over again. That's the run. I got world record based on something so stupidly easy. I was talking about it at GDQ and I was like I was contemplating putting a bounty on it for someone to just come take it from me.
Give you something, give you some competition. Yeah, I feel like I need to just like set the bar lower, right? The reason the High School Musical 2 senior year dance was so fun is because I would sit in a Discord with Hecky and just like play the game mindlessly while I'm speedrunning, right? I just got a menu really fast. So I feel like I need to find stuff like that where it's like, it's low hanging fruit, but like if you're having fun with it, just like do it, you know?
Put a timer to it and just go.
Yeah. I just need to turn on the timer. That's the mental block.
Hey.
Oh, any percent with glitches is 40 seconds. Jeez.
Wait, there's gotta be a wrong warp for Kirby's Adventure that I am not.
I love glitched runs. Love them. So fun to watch.
39.7. Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
And it's like what sucks about it is that like I took like they had or I play Kirby's Adventure on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And I use these fucking things.
Yeah.
These are notoriously the worst. And I say that because without paying attention, you can graze the LNR triggers you could suck like hit B to suck things in, and then all of a sudden you graze the LNR button. It automatically scrolled all the way down to game selection on the virtual console and flat killed my run.
Oh no, that's awful.
The run sucked. But I was going to finish it. But I was like, I was intending on finishing it. But it's like, hang on a second. So there were some people in chat that one day, and I decided to go see if I could remember how to do the wrong warp for Link to the Past. Mm-hmm. I have that thing committed to memory, but yet having the patience to learn a brand new run is not in the cards right now for me.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you at all. It really is. It's like patience, it's time. There's so many other things you want to work on, right? Like you probably have, other than speedrunning, like you've got this obviously that you want to work on. Mm-hmm. You've got, you said you love to edit videos, right? So like there's that, there's other stuff.
The supercut of nothing but the jokes from Legally Cute took me 37 hours total.
Why?
Because my dumbass decides to manually insert subtitles.
Oh my god, that's awful! I'm also lazy or cheap, actually. I won't pay for like AI generated subtitles. Oh no.
So that took almost 35 hours over 3 days.
Oof. That's actually, now that you mention it, I didn't time it, but my last video took a while because I was like trying to edit Media Knight's VTuber avatar over her. So I was like, I learned a lot about motion tracking, but like, holy shit, did that take a long time?
Yeah, it's like compounded with life in general. I remember hitting you up on Twitter about it, and I was like, "Hey, where's the video from GDQ?"
Which is like fair. It had been like
it was 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks. Yeah. It had been a long time, and I should have had it out. I got so burnt out after GDQ, like crazy burnout. You probably saw the intro to that video, but I was like, I'm an introvert, really, truly to the core of it. And between going to GDQ and just constantly being around people that I loved being around everyone. So I was so happy. But then a week later, not even like 5 days later after I get home, I go and I'm with my husband's family for like a full week. That was a lot of social interaction. And I had to recover. And I was like, I can't even think about GDQ. I can't even Like, I don't even think I played at my computer or anything. I literally just like, my husband started up the new Final Fantasy game, and I sat on the couch and like cross stitched while he like played the game, and I zoned for like 2 weeks after because the recovery was crazy. I had a great time.
The worst thing ever was that while Dangerous was off, getting a girlfriend, and Rambo Rachel was at a rock concert.
Oh,
every single minute of me being in the general area of the Twin Cities was at GDQ, watching runs and sleeping. That was it. I burned out after day 4.
Yeah. Like, how do you not? It's crazy.
Like, yeah. It got to the point where it's like, I want to go do something, but I don't know what to do. But every single time that would happen, I would always run into someone like Vesper and his partner Bird. We hung out downstairs and consumed caffeine for 4 hours on one of his days off. Literally ran into Cutie Roo as they were coming into the elevator, and I was going out and they were coming in. I'm like, hey, that head of hair looks awfully familiar.
Yeah.
And like, then the most like, I've been self-labeled as the most outgoing introvert you'll ever meet.
I love that.
And it's like running into Spike Vegeta in the elevator. And I was like, hey, Spike. And I was like, hey, Spike. And I look right back down at the floor, and he looks at me and he goes, hey, you're a Happydude, aren't you? I'm like, did you read the badge or did you recognize the face? Because all of a sudden I'm just like, does he watch Hotfix? Did he read the badge? I don't know. But it was the ice. But that was the first icebreaker on day 1. And then I got to watch him do his OOT random. No, that was he did Majora's Mask at GDQ. So I watched him in the practice room with the randomizers and whatnot. And it's just being around everyone. Yes, it can be overwhelming. Just get out and fucking do something else. Like take 2 days and go to the Mall of America. But
when am I getting? I'm sorry, I just got distracted by chat. I'll answer that in a second. Yes, I agree. You should get out of the hotel and you should do something separate to just like take a break.
All right. Horse games.
All right. So, yeah. So, like, what is your knowledge about horse games? Like, have you played a horse game?
No. Can't say I have. I know that they're out there attached to Barbie licenses, but that's it.
I think you're missing out, number one, and I think it should be part of your culture, right? Like, if you're like, I want to be worldly and cultured, I think you need to play some horse games because, and this is hard to explain to someone who's never played a horse game, I think you can assume, but they're really bad. All of them. Every single game that features a horse, bad. So
wait. That's counting Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask, and Ocarina of Time too. If you're lumping in all games with horses in them,
I said what I said.
We cannot be friends anymore.
No, I didn't think about those as horse games, so maybe let's turn it back. I'm gonna say 80% of games featuring horse. I'm saying like the main character is a horse or is riding a horse.
Thank you for clarifying.
Horsing. Yeah. So like
horsing around, so to speak.
Horsing around. So yeah, like The Witcher, he rides a horse, but it's following The Witcher. These are games specifically about like caring for horses or like bathing your horse. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Like styling their mane, and then you go out in the pasture and you do a little jump, and that's the horse game. They're all bad. I
heard dating your horse. That's the reason why my brain decided to just shut off for a second and be like, what the fuck did she say again?
No, but my favorite terrible horse game at the moment is called Grand Horse Attraction. If I told you a game was called Grand Horse Attraction, you're going to think that's about horse fucking. And the game is not. but it does sound like it is about that. It's really bad. You should play it. Are you looking at it?
I'm watching the trailer on Steam right now, and
oh no, I don't even know if I've seen the trailer on Steam. Hold on. Now I have to watch the Grand Horse Attraction trailer.
Okay, so chat, if you go to the Steam page, I have to inform you that if you're a grammar Nazi, the Ancient Horse and the A in attraction are not capitalized.
Oh yeah.
You will go absolutely batshit crazy.
It's a content farm. Like if you're someone who really loves bad games, this game is a content farm. It's wow a lot. Not good. But I love horse games because they're so consistently bad and they make me laugh. And I'm just here to like make myself laugh every day. That's it.
You do realize that if I actually do this for the content, I'm dragging you along with me, right?
Yeah, like I will be here with you and I will play Grand Horse Attraction. It's like in my contract now, like with life, that I have to guide people through this game.
All right, so I'll make this a follower goal. When we hit 1,000 follows on Twitch, I will sit down and play with you.
Yes, I'm in. Oh, see, a tea tree is always my horse provider, my horse game provider. So they have like tons just ready to go.
They have a fucking sequel?
Wait, to Grand Horse Attraction? No, this is Horse Club.
Oh, Horse Club Adventure.
Yeah, this is different. But like probably equally bad. Oh, I actually know this one. See, I have so much horse game knowledge that I actually knew that this one existed. I don't own it, but I do know about it.
Now that I fucking put that in the ether, I'm gonna hit it. We're at 775 right now, so if we hit 1,000 before the end of the year, I'll fucking sit down and play this.
Yes, as you should. I think you should just play it like just anyway. Like you will hit 1,000 followers, but like, isn't it calling to you? Don't you feel the call of the void right now?
So the call of the void is just asking, does it have a speedrun leaderboard?
Oh, no. But okay. So here's where we can coexist. Wait, does it? Does it actually?
Grand Horse Attraction actually came up.
I need to know.
Hold on.
Because if you can help me like there are two people.
There's two runners.
2 months ago and 10 months ago. Okay, this is breaking news live right now. I had no idea. When I first played this game, this was like 2 years ago. No one had speedrun it. There was a chance for us. And it's only 10 and 12 minutes. This is a speedrun we can learn.
So any percent is going to be faster than that. And the any percent is completely empty.
No any percent. Oh yeah, this one's just to make $100. No one wanted to stick around with the game long enough to go further. The game is really long and painful.
You know, there is a new GDQ show called Express Lane about speedrunning games under an hour. I honestly think that if I was to speedrun Grand Horse Attraction,
yeah,
you would have to do it with me.
Yeah, absolutely. We would race. I would race playing Grand Horse Attraction. That'd be so fun.
1,000 follows. Guys, make it happen. I know that there's enough people in chat.
Oh my god, wait. Okay, there's so many horse games that have just been suggested. That one's a whole bundle? How many games?
This goes from an interview to how many games can I talk Breeze into actually speedrunning?
Listen, that's the thing. If I have external motivation, like if somebody else is like, yes, I will speedrun, or like we should race or something, it's on. But if it's just me being like, I should speedrun, it might be fun to do it. I will never do it. Also, what is the background of the Grand Horse? Hold on. Are the backgrounds of the speedrun.com, are they customizable, or am I just like on drugs right now? Hold on.
Yes.
Like if I do Donkey Kong.
So
it's nothing. Are you? Oh no. Yeah. Is this a customizable background? Is this just a guy?
Yeah, if you're the moderator for speedrun SRC boards, you can put. I don't know what that background is.
That's really funny. Who is the mod for this? Bissalina? I have to find them.
Just
I'm gonna befriend this person.
just ask them in the SRC forums. Be like, what the fuck is that background? Hold on, I will ask that on your behalf. Hey, quick question. What the hell is the guy in the background? Don't tell me they are a shock video from the early 2010s. And if you know the reference, then I'm sorry.
This person is German apparently, but it says on their Twitter profile that they are a runner featured by Games Done Quick, and I don't know what the Rocket Beans is. Oh, I guess it's like German speedrun on Twitter, maybe? I don't know what's going on there. It looks like maybe it's a speedrun thing. I just followed them on Twitter, so, you know, hopefully we'll get the answer, the horse-related answers that we need, but...
No,
that's... Wow.
That's the horse-related answers you need.
Oh, yeah. I mean, naturally, I need them, but I think everyone else also needs them. Anyway, you should play, like, a lot of horse games. Or, like, maybe not horse games. Like, what's the worst game you've ever played?
See, thinking about that after the question has been asked is just like I don't honestly have a full-blown answer. Like I don't necessarily think that any of the games that I play are classified as bad.
Really? Maybe it's because I seek them out.
The worst looking game that I have ever played was Killer Instinct for the Game Boy.
I don't think I've ever even seen that one. I gotta go back to your profile.
So
look at it.
There, when I did my runs, I played on the Super Game Boy. Which, if you hit Y on the SNES controller, you can palette swap that to make it enhanced by the Super Game Boy.
Okay.
By doing the enhancement, it does absolutely nothing. It's like...
Oh. This looks bad.
Uh-huh.
So, oh, wow.
So graphically, yes, that is the worst game that I've ever played. Do I still love it to death, though?
Sure. Yeah. No, you can love bad games. Like...
It's so bad it's good category.
Yeah. I think I've been held hostage by a lot of games. Strange Thing says Ghostbusters for the NES. I've also not seen that. So now I'm going to have to look that up. Like, the game that has held me hostage, again, as like a funny content farm, but also really bad. Have you ever seen or heard of The Quiet Man? Did we talk about this at GDQ? I definitely told someone about
fucking
The Quiet
Oscar
Man.
brought it up, and then...
That's right. We were talking about The Quiet Man! I forgot. Sorry if you're a headphone user. Just remembered that conversation. It really tickled me.
So these are going to be on my temples instead of on my ears.
That's probably best.
So supposedly, for those who are uninitiated with The Quiet Man, why don't you explain how that could be the most horrible game that Square Enix has released in the past 20 years?
Like, where do I start? Yeah. So
from the beginning.
Yeah, a T3 in chat definitely like dared me into playing it, and I was like, this can't be that bad. So it's a beat 'em up, right? It's like a modern day beat 'em up. With like FM or the I guess maybe not FMV, but like it's got like its own like I guess it is FMV. Anyway, there is video footage in there. It's supposed to play like a movie. But the concept is that your main character is deaf, which is like, okay, fine, that's a little creative. The problem is when they released this objectively terrible game that's too long and also not very fun at all. They released it as your character being deaf, so they couldn't hear any of the conversations that were happening. But they also didn't like provide subtitles or anything. or like any context. So the game is released basically as a movie you can't hear without context and makes no fucking sense at all. Not a single lick of sense.
Subtitles are paid DLC, aren't they?
Well, I think after the game is finished, they did end up releasing like a version where you get subtitles if you play it a second time. Why the fuck would you want to play that the second time? It's the real question. So it's bad. But it is also hilarious because it's bad. And I can't recommend you suffer through that for like 3 hours enough.
So, true story. I told Asuka was like, "Hey, you need to run quiet, man." She got Dangerous to do it.
Yeah.
And he's currently going through the backlog of his personal stuff right now. But when he gets to the Quiet Man, I know he's gonna fucking hate it. But I told her, it's like, look, you buy me the game on PS4 and I'll stream it.
Yeah.
She's like, bet.
You shouldn't have done that to yourself, but also I hope you have a great time because like it's not a great time, but like I think you're gonna it's kind of like a breath of fresh air. Once you finish it, you can kind of be like, "Whoo, holy fuck, I'm done." And then you can just put it away for the rest of your life and not think about it again. But you will think about it because
For the fucking subtitles the second time around. God damn it.
Like you have to know what goes on. So of course you're going to look at it again and play it again. I never did personally, but like
Heponwana is what's it? Speedrun's Quiet Man. I looked up the record right now, and Hepon is in second place with a 123.44. The world record is a 121.05.
That's still too long. If you told me that speed run was 15 minutes, I'd be like, I'm in.
That's 80% normal. So
an hour is too long.
An hour and a half is too fucking long.
That's too long.
I feel sorry for the person that submitted in last place. 2 years ago, a run was submitted for a 2:46.35.
And I think that's like the standard like that's the standard play. I think I maybe spent like 3 to 3.5 hours on the game. I don't know. I've still got the footage somewhere because I keep meaning to edit it down because it's really funny. But
Quiet Man can.
Yeah.
No,
I kind of
just
didn't
no.
want to finish it ever again, but like, or like I didn't want to finish it at all when I played it. I was like, why is this so long?
Why does this fucking exist?
Right. But you should play it. Have fun. Have a good time.
How could you say that with a straight fucking face? I don't quite get it.
I just love bad games, right? Because I can't make a fucking game. Like I don't know the first thing that goes into making a game, like the back end stuff. So I can appreciate people who are like putting that stuff out there. And maybe they don't know it's bad. They probably don't. But like you made something and I'm proud of you, you know? It sucked, but I love that for you. And I feel like there needs to be more people appreciating the fact that people are just making games and they're bad and underappreciated, and we should just like love on those people too. That's my goal in life.
Let's celebrate the love of all video games. What about Quiet Man? The love of some video games.
And I'm the person in the corner that's like, I'll love that video game, even though I hate it, but I love it. Do you know what I mean? It's a little in between.
It's like I've joked around saying that certain video games are like kinks in the bedroom. You don't yuck on other people's yums.
That's a really good way of putting it. Yes.
So like why would I hate the fact that someone out there loves the Quiet Man or like to speed run it or whatever? You do you, boo boo.
Right. We're not game kink shaming here.
Game/kink shaming.
Would you like a term that I use that is related to the term game kink? So like so when you really here's some context. When I was playing the Medium, I'm a horror game streamer player primarily, and everyone had talked up the Medium. They were like, this game is so good. It was incredibly mid, but the whole time I felt like it was like edging me, right? I was like, oh, I'm like, this is gonna be so good, right? And like at the end, my chat was like, so what'd you think? I was like, man, the whole time I thought I was gonna fucking game come, and then I never did. So like if you want to add that to your like game kink game come vocabulary, there it is, just for you. Hashtag game come. There you go.
Just just giving you a fair warning. I have marked this, and it's going up as a fucking TikTok. I'm just throwing that out there.
Good. I feel like everyone should be game coming all over the place. Listen, there's a reason. A teacher just let me know recently that somebody thought my streams were body. Was that the word, teacher? Body. I love that.
Wait, what?
It's like an old word for being like was it raucous and inappropriate? Boisterously indecent. I love it. It was like a really good descriptor. So I have been described as body. Just a hilarious term. And now you know why.
Oh, Gaudy?
With a B. Baudy. Body. A body lass. Thank you, no fun. Anyway, that's my life.
Now that I think about it, I don't even think TikTok would allow that. I think they violate community guidelines no matter wherever the fuck I put it.
Wow, I've officially I've ruined your chance to make content out of this.
Oh fuck it, it's still going up. I'm just not gonna be shocked if it gets taken down for Gamecom? Question mark?
I could have been saying like it could be spelled differently if there are subtitles on it, like COME, you know? Like maybe the games are coming towards you.
That's not helping.
I don't think it is. But that's where I'm at. So I love bad games and scary games and all sorts of games. And I just think games are good, you know?
What I want to know is why a tea tree did not give me a heads up. Because we both did Fast Pace for Pride.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell me well, then again, I didn't start promoting it until yesterday, question mark. But he's
warned you. Because I am a mess. But like fun.
We get along. Like I haven't ended the show early, so
we can get back on track. What do you want to talk about that's not related to bad games or horses? That's all I know. Bad games and horses. Oh, and brats.
Yes, let's talk about that. So this person decided to make a video out of playing every single licensed Flash Bratz game that is available out there. I would strongly recommend going to watch that. Like, I'm not asking for spoilers or anything. I'll link it down in the comments of the video. But do you just go for the cringy, like, oh my god, what the fuck is this content?
Yeah.
Or do you... I think I should have asked that to, you know, at the beginning because we started talking. Yeah, but like,
I don't know. I just like I said, I love to make me laugh. So like, if at the end of the day I'm laughing, then like, I have been successful. And like, Bratz was something I had as a kid, right? I grew up with Bratz games. My first and I think only Bratz game was Bratz Forever Diamonds on the GameCube, which is fire. And I'm actually working on an entire video of playing every single Bratz video game that has ever been produced, like official Bratz video game, and then comparing them how they like shake out. Oh, and so this, now that I'm remembering, this happened because they released a new Bratz game like in 2021, I believe. Like they're still making them. And it was shit. Okay. It was very low effort. Like they were definitely playing on the like young millennials to like eat that shit up. and it just like had no heart in it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And so I was like, I'm gonna play every single one and prove that the old ones were better. And like now it's just like a money farm. But now I'm in too deep. Now I'm like back into Brett. Like I bought Brett's dolls the other day. Like they're sitting next to me. Do you want to see them? They're gay. Hold on.
Gay Bratz dolls?
Yeah, like they literally came together as a set for Pride.
Oh.
You can't, I mean, they're like crazy in the box right now, and you can't really tell, chat, sorry, but like there are 2 Bratz dolls in there, and they're like decked out for Pride. Anyway, it started as a joke, and now I'm in it, and that's how every single bit that I am involved with starts as a joke, and then I end up buying some Bratz dolls or something.
So,
or like Candace DeBebe, there you go.
So the Candace DeBebe thing was brought up, and you can actually see it in Bree's video.
Yeah.
The fucking nightmare fuel that is Candace DeBebe.
Wait, how many followers for you to play Candace DeBebe? Silence has never been so loud.
Partner.
Okay, I'm holding you to that. If you get partner, you're playing Candace DeBebe.
I'll double dip in that. If I get either YouTube or Twitch partner.
Ooh. Okay.
And then I'll do horse games at 1,000.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Wait, it was a horse. Yes, it was horse games. Okay, it was Grand Horse Attraction.
Yes.
You're making a lot of bets, and like they're all good. I just want to make sure we're keeping the spreadsheet straight. So it's 1,000 followers, horse game.
Right.
Partner on either YouTube or Twitch.
For Candace
DeBebe.
You're right.
And then you said if Asuka bought you a Quiet Man.
Yes.
That's already, you have to do that. So
yeah, that's definitely set in stone. So
you have done this to yourself.
I do it for the content, baby. I do it for the content.
Candace DeBebe, I think you'll have like probably like a really bad time also. I was gonna say you'll have a good time, but I don't think that's true. So what do you think the gameplay is like? Did you see it?
I saw Google Images, and that's all I saw at GDQ. The reaction on my face was legit shock and horror. I was not playing it up for the camera.
Yeah.
Like seriously, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like, when you looked at it, were you like, "Oh, this is like this is a beat 'em up. This is a platformer." Like, what did you think it was? Anything?
Horror survival?
Okay, yeah, like kind of in a way, for sure. It might be. I can't give you spoilers, so I feel like that's wrong.
I just can't believe, like, when I saw the images, I initially thought that it was like one of those very obscure European children's shows.
Oh yeah.
And then like the initial thought was, this cannot be a fucking game.
Sure is. And there are 3 of them.
Let's check the leaderboards.
Oh yeah, I think we did, because every terrible game I play, I do check the leaderboards, because I'm like, does it exist? Where are we?
So Candace DeBebe.
Oh, there we go. Candace spelled weird. It's spelled like Candice. Incredibly trick lifestyle. Yeah. There's a leaderboard. The fastest time is over an hour still. The slowest time is 5 hours and 51 minutes. So.
And I will. The name of the world record holder is just.
What, you don't like Dirk McMahon thrust?
That is definitely not a name I was wanting to see. Let's see if they run anything else. No, that's it.
That's it.
They are a world record holder of one game, and they run one game.
I'm finding this person on Twitter also.
Info message. This hasn't been an interview session. It's just us talking about potential shit posting on YouTube.
Oh man, I don't know if they have a...
Signed up 3 months ago, last online 2 weeks ago with 1 run. No, don't block.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. This happened 3 months ago. They, like, just signed up just to post this. And then 11 months ago was the first speedrun of this.
I am interested only to see the tech that had it cut 2 hours from it.
Yeah, that's actually kind of nuts. I wonder if there's, like... Do you think there are glitches? Oh, duh. I can just follow this person on Twitch. All right, Dirk McMahon.
Wait, is that their Twitch handle?
I don't know. I'm about to find out.
Dirk McMahon Thrust, yes. Clicking on the VOD that they submitted for the record, that's a name that deserves a follow.
They only have 36 followers.
What?
I want to be best friends with this person. Okay. We're gonna be friends. I'm gonna tune into their next stream and be like, I need to ask you all the questions about Candace DeBebe right now. Oh, they play a lot of like weird games. Like, what is Clay Game?
Fuzz Dungeon. Wait.
What is this?
Sometimes to deal with the difficulty of being alive, I need to believe that there is a possibility that life is not real. That's a video game title. The only game that I actually see here that I can recognize is fucking Yakuza Kiwami. That's it.
I am like absolutely enthralled by Dirk McMahon Thrust. I need to talk to this person immediately.
So, have you heard of the Wikipedia game?
Is that the one where you like, it's like you go down the rabbit hole and you like try to find certain things, or is this a different game?
So it is to where the rumor is that you can start on any given Wikipedia article and then make a connection to somewhere you want to wind up. Like, for example, there is a connection from like the PlayStation 5 Wikipedia article. Somehow, if you click on every link that is within that article, you can wind up to a like an explanation on a certain type of bondage.
Oh, okay.
So it goes from one thing to another just by the links of clicking within.
Yeah.
And like that is what I feel like we've been doing. The entire hour we've been on this call with each other is doing the going from GDQ to Dirk McMahon Thrust and trying to connect the dots between the 2 points.
I think in my heart of hearts, I've like always meant to end up at Dirk McMahon Thrust. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean that even as an innuendo. I just feel like I was meant to find this person. Like, I'm thinking we're like on the same wavelength, you know? And we've just taken you along.
I want to hear the outcome if you just throw that name out in like casual conversation with your husband and be like,
so I was
what was the name?
Dirk McMahon Thrust the other day. Like, just I don't think there's a casual way to.
No, just call him Dirk.
Oh, yeah.
And just tell me how that goes. Oh, we haven't hit on bugs or food crimes. This is Rich Vane, trust me. What?
So, like, bugs is easy. I do bug taxidermy. I don't know if you can see my background very much, but I have, like, bugs everywhere. Like, I just, like, have a lot of bugs.
Nope. You definitely should not have pointed that out to me. If I ever get invited over, the first thing I'm doing is that I am burning everything in that fucking room.
Yeah, I love bugs. So they're all up in here. I've got a drawer of dead bugs because I sell it for art. So like I've got, and mostly it's like butterflies and like people like the pretty things,
like the cute stuff. Yeah, I can see that.
But I do giant spiders, and sometimes I do streams where I like just pin that stuff because like you have to.
Nope.
It's fine. I love bugs.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It's definitely fine. Where's the emote of the house on fire with the dog with the coffee cup?
No. Yeah, trust me, a lot of people have told me, they're like, I just don't love that. I'm like, that's okay, because I do make decent money selling it. So like I'm good. There are people out there that pay for it. Um, food crimes.
It goes back to the conversation about kinks earlier. There's someone out there that'll pay for it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Um, yeah, the food crimes. So one of my favorite questions to ask people, like as an icebreaker, is like, what is the like, is there a food you ate as a kid that you didn't realize was weird until you said it in front of other people, or like you went to eat it in front of other people? Like, did you have a food that was like, or a combination of things? You're like, oh, I had, ketchup on pizza or something. Do you have any of those like that come to mind? I know that I just put you on the spot, but
I am the weirdo as a kid that that happened to put corn on everything.
oh, I love that though. Corn is delicious.
So it's like I would try to find my way to put corn on pizza,
Yeah.
bagels, like anything possible. And I was like, yeah, that's the closest that I got to being weird.
You were the original corn kid though. Like it's cone. Like that was you. But like in your heart, you didn't have to like publicize it, you know. I'll give you mine and you can decide how you feel about it. So, growing up, and my siblings and my mom still eat this to this day, by the way. We used to make macaroni and milk. So, think about cereal. Right? Like you make pasta like you would like elbow macaroni. You just like boil the water, make the pasta, whatever. Put it in a bowl, pour milk on it, and then like put some butter and salt and just eat macaroni like cereal. That's macaroni and milk. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I would have to be so fucking high.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if my state was legal, I would definitely try to get, like, there's absolutely nothing on this planet. I do fully understand that, like, that everyone in this everyone on this planet has a unique quirk to them.
Yeah.
But yours is just too fucking weird to be a goddamn quirk.
It's not as good as an adult as it was as a kid because I did make it because everyone was giving me shit for it. They're like, "What are you talking about? That's not a real thing." And I was like, "Fuck you guys, I'm gonna make it." And I made a video about making it, and it was incredibly mid. Like it was not that good.
It's like, man, whatever.
Yeah, it was not that good. But
I bet you if you cut down that video into a YouTube short, you'll get 10x the views.
I've never thought about that.
Okay.
I should do that.
So there was a time where I was like fully dedicated to producing short form content on TikTok.
Yeah.
Then I decided to slowly start migrating all of my TikTok content to YouTube as shorts. So I get maybe about, at the time, anywhere between 200 to 250 views on TikTok because I think like for the longest time, it's like, I don't think shadow banning is a real thing. Next, 3 weeks after that, it's like, I'm getting 10% of the views. So that might actually be your thing. But, the most recent video of when your grandfather gets really confused. By the way, go check out youtube.com/H2O Happydude and go check out the most recent shorts videos. Where it appears that the person I'm doing the duet of has a butt plug in his hand.
Oh no.
That is at 2,700 views on as a YouTube short. It is at 250 views as a TikTok.
Wow, I didn't think that shorts were like that prevalent.
If you take the NC-17 content, like the brats segment of the father was
the daddy scooter came on her daddy scooter.
Yes, yeah. If you take that and crunch it down and put it up as a YouTube short with no promotion, it'll get thousands.
That's hilarious. I'm gonna have to try that. Do you use Streamladder, by the way? It's like totally off topic, but
do I what?
Do you use Streamladder? Like, what do you use to like edit your stuff into shorts, or like how do you do that? This is such a technical question that like doesn't matter right now. I'm just so curious.
All I do is that I make them look as best as possible in TikTok, and then and then upload it to TikTok, re-download the video, and then upload it to YouTube.
That makes sense. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Mm-hmm. So we have been like, for what I initially thought of was going to be an interview, which has now turned into a hour 20 minutes of me making bets that my ass probably can't cash. Mm-hmm. So normally we end it here at the hour mark. Is there anything else that you would like to shout out to, promote or plugs or anything in the meantime?
Yeah, sure. I do really inconsistent content. I am not really a content creator, but you can check me out at twitch.tv/Briesbe or Briesbe. I think it's just spelled all the same, Briesbe.
Or Briesbe, as I was pointed out when the show first started.
Yeah, you can spell it whatever way you want. But basically, that's it. Just like be good humans. Go check out H2O Happydude, and that's it. That's where I'm at.
So, once again, thank you, Bree, for joining at the what appeared to be at the very last moment. This was booked 2 days ago, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, I'm off work on Wednesday.
I'm honored. I am honored to be on the receiving, or the receiving end of an interview. I don't know. Maybe it's the giving end. I'm honored to be interviewed. How about we say it that way?
That works. That totally works. All right. So, roundabout any plugs, if you let me try to find the link in Discord. I will have to try to promote Fast for the Kids 2023 submissions are live. We are doing things for the Children's Miracle Networks with Extra Life. The submissions are now open, and if you would like to make a nope, I don't know why I didn't copy the link. I'm gonna copy link to tweet. Copy the link to Candace the Bebe. Go follow that link. The submissions will be open until 9/16, so that would be almost 2 months and 4 days from now. So y'all have plenty of time. This is also my first experience with doing something like this. It's going to be broken down into 2 12-hour days. So if you got to run, just throw it up there. I'll probably, at the very least, consider it being in as a backup. Words. Also, check out the VODs from Fast Pace for Pride 2023. That is on the Fast Pace Events YouTube channel. And from the moment that this is being recorded, expected to be up on Spotify, iTunes, all of the podcatching apps in less than 24 to 48 hours from now. And I will see you then. Bye.